The search for extraterrestrial intelligence has continued for over 100 years. As early as 1896, Nikola Tesla began searching for radio signals from other planets. The search, known as SETI, has been conducted by various scientists all over the world, all acting independently, yet cooperating to get the best results. But in 2016, it seemed SETI's efforts may be misdirected. A former official in the Chinese government announced that aliens are living among us, and authorities know it. Nearly half of the Chinese population believes in the existence of aliens. China boasts the highest number of UFO organizations in the world. Although they vary in ability to investigate and record UFO sightings, they are all protected by the National Society of Extraterrestrial Studies. The National Society is funded by the Chinese government. Its members include scientists and engineers as well as amateur hunters. Around a third of the Society's members are also members of the government. One of them is Sun Shili, a retired official in the Foreign Ministry. As president of the Beijing UFO Research Society, he announced in November 2016 that years of research by Chinese scientists proves that many UFO sightings are authentic. What's more, he said the Chinese government has been aware for decades that aliens exist. Finally, he says that aliens are living among us right now, and we didn't even notice. They walk and live amongst us as normal human beings. Sun says that we don't recognize them because they are disguised as humans. However, he did not say how many aliens there are living on Earth, nor whether they are living amongst us with the permission of world governments. He presented no evidence to support his claims, but he does claim to have the support of dozens of scientists and members of the National Society of Extraterrestrial Studies. Interestingly, a similar claim gained momentum earlier in 2016. In March, the Journal of Hispanic Ufology, Inexplicata, reported that secret communities of aliens are living in bases scattered across Argentina. The largest of these bases is apparently around 70 miles from Salta in northwest Argentina. Remarkably, the report names these aliens as Pleiadians. They come from the Pleiades cluster of stars, which are around 400 light-years from Earth and form part of the Taurus constellation. These stars have long held an important place in human culture. They are recognized by Hinduism, appear in Bronze Age art, and are mentioned in the Bible and Quran. Consequently, conspiracy theorists believe the Pleiadians have been on Earth for thousands of years, offering spiritual guidance to humanity. According to Inexplicata, the Pleiadians are humanoid in appearance, which makes Earth a suitable new home for them. Their settlements are small huts hidden down confusing roads in the mountainous countryside, protected by gates. When a reporter visited one of these sites, the Pleiadians welcomed him and allowed him to take a photograph. Unfortunately, there is absolutely no evidence to support any of these claims about the Pleiadians. This photograph is almost certainly of a sculpture, perhaps a wax dummy, and has been widely dismissed as a hoax, even by other ufologists. Similarly, the lack of supporting evidence produced by Sun Shili is problematic. However, he does have years of experience examining reports of UFOs and alien encounters. He made his remarks about aliens living amongst us in the context of a forum organized to present the latest evidence for UFOs and extraterrestrials making contact with Earth. The organizers are encouraging Hillary Clinton to fulfill her promise to declassify all of the US government's files and secrets on UFOs. However, she only promised to do this if she won the 2016 presidential election. Given she lost, the hope is that instead she will press President Barack Obama to release this top-secret information before he leaves office. Nevertheless, SETI's efforts continue. Despite a few intriguing close calls over the years, there has still never been any official detection of or contact made with an alien civilization. In fact, astronomer Seth Shostak, who leads the SETI Institute in Mountain View, California, confirmed in November 2016 that there is no plan for what to do if first contact were made with aliens. In the 1980s, protocols were drawn up for all SETI researchers to follow, but these protocols are simply guidelines that aren't enforced by law. Furthermore, they simply instruct anyone who makes contact to notify other SETI researchers and not to reply to aliens. There is no system in place for a government response before consulting with the international community. According to Shostak, no secret agents or military officials have turned up on the doorstep when possible contact has been made. In short, scientific research into aliens and UFOs is completely divorced from government authorities, except, perhaps, in China. Intriguingly, this does leave the door open for Sun Shi-Li's theory to be true. His claims that we live in a world akin to Men in Black, where the government hides and safeguards aliens living on Earth, might be feasible. If the scientific community, the people best qualified and most active in the search for extraterrestrial life, is so separated from government, it will be completely ignorant of the government's activities. Therefore, even in the absence of evidence, when a former official like Sun Shi-Li says that aliens are one of the government's best-kept secrets, he may not be wrong after all.